Today I need you guys to help me build this little cart right here. We're going to do it so cheap it's going to make your head spin. How about 10 bucks? That's right, don't go anywhere. Well, while I'm making noise in the background, now's a good time for you guys to hit that subscribe button. Join the Spanky's Hot Rods and Customs family on YouTube, where we always have fun. Today, I'm going to take some rusty old bed frame slats. I'm going to cut them down. I'm going to use the angle, and I'm going to throw the rest in the trash. Actually, not in the trash. We're going to throw this out for the scrap guy. Comes by once a week, picks up all my junk. Then we're going to get them over here, and we're going to measure 16 times and weld once. Now we're going to make a simple little tray on casters for this Langmuir 4x4 CNC table to sit on. Now every time I take this table outside to cut anything, I've got one wheel that falls off. It takes me forever to get the thing back on, only for it to fall off again on the next trip. So we're going to build this as a snug type unit. I'm going to take the casters off the Langmuir system, put the Langmuir system on this cart, and we're going to run up and grab some casters that I've got hidden somewhere in the shop if I can find them. But before we throw that torch on here, let's go ahead and square up all these corners so I won't be embarrassed. Because when I tell you it's a snug fit, it's a snug fit. I mean, there's not a 1/16 of an inch gap between the legs on this and the corners. I want it to fit tight. I want it to look like it was part of the machine from the get-go. Knowing me, we're doing this on a budget. Now, the bed frame items, the angle right here, super heavy duty, 100 and something years old, come off of an antique bed that we turned into a bench. Well, they've been laying around forever, never to find another bed for them, so why not use the scrap instead of throwing it out? It's super heavy duty. They don't make steel like this anymore, so we're going to do the right thing and we're going to put it back to use. I'm going to get all this stuff tacked in on one side and we'll flip it over, weld the welds on the back side, and then we'll grind them smooth. We're going to try to make this to where it's going to last forever, but be super simple. Now the casters, yeah, they probably would have cost about 10 bucks a piece, but these were on a toolbox that I decided not to put on casters. So they were absolutely free. I've been kicking these things around for about 10 years now. Never found a use for them until today. So we're getting rid of those. We're getting rid of some bed slats. We're making a piece of equipment in the shop more user-friendly, and we're doing it cheap. The only thing I had to buy was a $7 can of spray paint and a $3 can of primer. The rest, completely free, so to speak. Looks like these casters are going to live right here, but we want to do it the right way. We're going to weld in a 10 gauge bottom on this. I want it to be smooth, so we're going to put the bottom in from the top side so that once it's painted, it's going to be seamless. We're going to bolt the casters on to the angle and put a little spacer, the thickness of that angle iron, so the casters can bolt up tight. We're going to spot weld the sheet metal pan onto the bottom, as I did all the way around, you can see. Now that's just going to keep it from vibrating. It's never going to fall through. We're going to go ahead and bolt the casters on just in case we decide to do something else later. We can unbolt these and not have to go about grinding any welds off or anything. So we get these all mounted up, and then we're going to roll this thing outside and make sure that it's level, square, A little too late for that now. And then we're gonna go ahead and put some primer on it and some paint on it. Now what I should have done is use my spray gun and put some epoxy or something like that on it. A little overkill, would have taken me just a little bit too much time. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get this thing knocked out. As you see, we've still got snow and ice on the ground, so you know that this video took me an extra month to edit. We're gonna knock this out real quick. Doesn't have to be perfect. You'll never see any of this again because I've got so much junk that's gonna go underneath here. But we're gonna try to do our best. Well, I just got through putting the first coat all the way around the welding cart. Gonna put one more coat on the inside. Not trying to do no show car job or nothing like that. This is a tool, just trying to keep it from rusting. And we're gonna set the CNC plasma cutter on this cart. I'm gonna put other plasma cutters and welders, some type of a cabinet underneath it to store the consumables and just keep everything a little bit more organized. Right now, I've got those things are scattered everywhere and they don't need to be. Another shop cleanup tip before springtime hits. I'm trying to get organized. So one more coat of this, take the casters off the plasma cutter and set it on here. We got to drill some holes, bolt it in so it's permanent, and then we're ready to start building up underneath here. Now I want to put a tank in the middle, probably a 5-gallon tank, electric fluid to where I can pull the cutting fluid out and put it on the table because it's a water table, helps keep the smoke and the sparks down. I want to be able to drain that back into that bucket when I'm not using the table. So we're gonna have room for that in the middle. And then, like I said, everything else all around it. So, hey, gotta keep going. Well, here it is. Here's how it turned out. Now, where they say 10 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound sack, well, that's kind of what we've got here. I've got the plasma cutter that actually runs with the table. There's 2 more plasma cutters underneath here, another 220 and a 110 that I can carry around and plug in anywhere in the shop that I needed to cut something. I've still got room for my consumable cabinet that I'm going to bolt in from the top side down, and then we've got room for our bucket in the middle to get the water table drained and filled back up. So I think it turned out pretty good. All this stuff had different homes throughout the shop. Now it's just got one place to live. Well, hey, look, it ain't perfect, but I'm happy with it. I got rid of some stuff that was in boxes stored places. I got all of my cutting stuff in one location. So I think it's a win-win for me. Also, I've probably rolled this thing in and out about 6 times cutting outside, and none of my wheels have fallen off yet. So that's another big plus. Plus, those casters that were once on this table, I got to reuse them somewhere where I'm not worried about the wheels falling off. Those were a little too lightweight for this Langmuir. Now this is a very common problem on these Langmuir systems about the casters kind of being a little inferior, and also the leg supports and stuff like that, you know, how they're bolted together. So I actually fixed that problem too by putting it on here. Now I had intended on running a bolt through here and bolting this down, but really it's such a snug fit in the corners, no need for that. This table's not going to go anywhere, and it's square and level, and it's doing a job right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe it just fired you up to get out in the garage and build something on your own. Or maybe you've got this same problem with yours and now you kind of know how to fix it. Now, if you don't have scrap and junk laying around like I do, because I don't throw anything away, I'm going to say you could get some of these casters for about 30 or 40 bucks for all 4 of them. You can pick up some angle iron like I got right here for probably another 20 bucks, and a big enough stick to make this. And that little sheet of steel, you can use plywood if you wanted to. I'd go ahead and paint it, maybe help it keep from catching on fire, because you are dealing with sparks up here. Anyway, I'm rambling on too much. Thanks for watching, guys. Now get out in the garage and go build something. See you guys in the next episode. I gotta go.